Since last week, crews from the Ministry of Infrastructure Development and Housing have been hard at work fixing the badly damaged dirt roads in the Corozal and Orange Rock districts that lead to the cane fields. The relentless rains over the past few weeks have made it tough for farmers to harvest their mature cane, and their heavy-duty equipment has only worsened the road conditions. Jose Mahil, the chairman of the Belize Sugarcane Farmers Association's Corozal branch, has been closely monitoring the situation.
Some farmers, they have big machinery, so they try to take out the product, but they're at the time they're hurting the roots too. And the farmers that have small truck, well, they cannot pass, only big trucks could pass.
The farmers were forced to harvest the cane they can reach, but the crop is immature, and that has also added to the problem.
We're milling a lot of mud. We're milling, very, very poor quality cane. So obviously that's having an impact, and it will have an impact on the whole industry because farmers are paid on the sugar that's produced, and for the mill. At this point, we've milled over 70,000 tonnes of sugar cane. At this point last year, we'd only milled 57,000 because of the delays to the crop, because of one association. But this year, we've made 3,300 tonnes of sugar. Last year, we'd made 3,700 tonnes. So we made more sugar with 13,000 tonnes less cane last year.
With the rain finally letting up, crews from MIDH have been busily restoring the sugar roads in the north. Chief Engineer Evandale Moody reports that most of the work is now complete.
In the Corozal district, we have over 270 miles of road. And in the Corozal district, we have about 315 miles of sugar roads. With the budget that we receive annually, there's no way that we could maintain all these roads continuously, especially when we have significant rainfall, as what we've been having in this past year, in 2024. However, we try our best to initiate the upgrading of these sugar roads, especially the main ones, prior to the sugarcane season. And so we started these roads in late November, early December, once we had the funds available for us to commence these works.
But the rain started again and interrupted the road works until last week. Moody mentioned that during this period, the farmers' heavy-duty equipment further damaged the roadworks, making the situation even worse.
Some of the cane fields, they're wet, but you still have those trucks going into the cane fields and then bringing out that contaminated material onto the road. Please bear in mind that these roads are not paved roads, they're gravel roads. And then once that gravel gets contaminated, it creates another problem for us because we still need to go back and do the same thing again to address that.
The cane fields in the north are mostly lowlands, about 80%, with only 20% being highlands. Alfredo Ortega, chairman of the Committee of Management for the BSCFA Orange Walk branch, suggests that the mill should consider shortening the harvest period to avoid the rainy season.
We have been trying to do what we can as farmers, but nevertheless, climate change is one of these issues that is affecting us now, left, right, and center, because the amount of rain that we are getting now is much more than any other given year. Starting 1 day, 2 days after Christmas, many of the cutters, because we rely on the manpower, many of them are still on the party mood and what's not. That is why we're telling them that they delay, so that whenever we start in January, then we have a better flow of cane being delivered to the mill.
However, BSI's general manager, Mac McLaughlin, argues that climate change has blurred the lines between rainy and dry seasons. He emphasizes that making better investments is crucial for successful crops, just like in other sugar-producing countries.
All 4 cane farmer associations and the mill agreed to start when we started. Was that if we start earlier, albeit a little bit wet sometimes, it's better than ending in the rain. You have upland fields, you have lower land fields. There needs to be effective drainage in fields. You need to have better water management. You need to have investment. You've got to have investment in the cane farm. Really, we have to change the whole structure, I think, of the way the cane industry works here, because we're seeing year by year more of a deterioration in the cane crop, both the yields and the quality.
There's no estimate yet on the losses for this sugar crop due to the delays, but cane farmers are hopeful that they can make up for lost time if the weather stays dry. Reporting for News 5, I'm Marion Ali.